Welcome to this session on transformative manifestation. Today we're diving into a program that rethinks manifestation. It's not just what you want, it's who you are.
Yeah, that's really intriguing. So it shifts the focus from just desire to internal alignment, right?
Exactly. You see, many folks think that if you just want something hard enough, it'll just happen. But this approach says, hold on. The inconsistency you feel is more about your inner state.
Absolutely. So it's like, even with all that mindset work you might do, you can still end up with doubt and collapse because your internal state isn't fully aligned?
Right. The idea is that manifestation isn't working because of what you want, but because of who you're being, and that's where the 7 internal shifts come in.
The 7 internal shifts? That sounds very intentional.
Yeah, totally. These shifts address things like identity, nervous system regulation, and emotional stability. Basically, they help you transition from this intense, volatile, manifesting drive into something more calm and sustainable.
Yeah, I got that. So it's more than just manifesting more stuff. It's about becoming more aligned internally in the first place?
Exactly. It's like, if you're trying to build a house on shifting sand, you're bound to have issues. Now, if you lay a solid foundation inside yourself, manifesting becomes steady and natural.
I like that analogy, a solid foundation. But what exactly does this program offer to help with that?
Well, the program lays out a clear, progressive framework with recorded modules. Each module is built around one of the 7 internal shifts, guiding you through integrating each one steadily.
That's interesting. When you say progressive, does that mean you have to complete them in sequence?
Yes, exactly. The modules unlock one after another. This design prevents information overload and ensures that you really integrate each shift into your identity before moving forward.
But don't you think that forcing a strict sequence might sometimes hold back someone who's ready to progress faster?
That's a fair question. But the idea here is safety and consistency. If you rush, you might miss out on really grounding that internal state. It's like running before you can walk. Sometimes it's best to solidify the basics.
Yeah, I see that. And what do these modules include? Is it just like lectures or is there more interaction?
Each module is conversational and practical. Regan Hillier, who created the program, delivers grounded teachings and gives you a specific internal shift to target. Plus, there's a short integration task for each one to help embed the shift into your identity.
That sounds engaging. So it's not just theory, it's actual practice. And what's with the focus on the nervous system exactly?
Great point. The nervous system is like the gatekeeper of what you can really hold. If it feels unsafe or overwhelmed, you'll have emotional ups and downs that interfere with manifestation. So one of the key shifts is learning to achieve a stable, calm state internally.
Yeah, exactly. That makes a lot of sense. It's like trying to negotiate with your subconscious. If it's too reactive, then none of that manifestation talk sticks.
Absolutely. And the program really emphasizes that. Manifestation becomes consistent when your identity aligns with what you want and when your nervous system feels safe.
Yeah. How do people usually experience manifestation before they try this approach?
Many people find that manifestation feels intense or even exhausting. They might have the vision but then experience emotional swings or collapse. They're working hard on what they want, but internally, they're not structured for it.
Right, I've seen that too. So by stabilizing internally, manifestation becomes almost inevitable instead of a roller coaster ride?
Exactly, that's the idea. When you've integrated these shifts, you're no longer in a constant state of urgency or forcing things. Everything just feels calm and regulated.
Yeah, that's a favorable shift indeed. And what about the pace of the learning? It must be designed to prevent overwhelm, right?
Yes, totally. The modules are around 20 to 35 minutes each, and you work at your own pace with clear integration tasks after each one. It's more like a gradual remodeling of your internal architecture.
That sounds really supportive. It seems like a very thoughtful design, contrasting with quick hacks that promise instant manifestation.
Right? It's not about quick fixes. It's about building like permanent internal coherence. The program positions itself against hustle-based manifestation and instead offers a grounded method that creates lasting change.
Exactly, that depth is really compelling. I also noticed the idea of embodied identity is key here. Can you delve a little into that?
Sure. Embodied identity means that you shift from constantly seeking results to actually becoming the space where what you desire can naturally arise. It's like being a fertile garden instead of just trying to plant seeds in cracked soil.
Very poetic. So essentially, instead of chasing after manifestation, you become the environment in which it grows?
Precisely. And that's why the program stresses having a safe, regulated nervous system and a strong internal authority. When you trust yourself internally, manifestation becomes, well, almost automatic.
Right, that's a clever twist on the old narrative. And what about the immediate relief and clarity mentioned in the program? How does that play in?
Oh, that's a neat feature. The opening module is designed to give you fast insight and emotional clarity, which sets the stage for all the subsequent shifts. It's like getting a quick tune-up for your internal engine.
Yeah, that immediate clarity sounds really helpful. I can see how that initial boost would help build trust in the process.
Exactly. And then, over the course of 7 modules, you build onto that foundation. Each task helps you lock in each internal shift, ensuring that over time, the identity transformation is genuine and sustainable.
Consistency is key here. One thing I'm curious about, how accessible is this program? Do you need extensive experience with manifestation, or can beginners jump in?
That's the cool part. It's designed for everyone. Whether you've been into manifestation for years or you're just starting, the program meets you right where you are. All you need is an open mind and the willingness to do the inner work.
Right on, inclusivity is important. And I imagine that because it's not about hype or forcing outcomes, people might find it less overwhelming than other courses out there.
Absolutely. The approach is very centered. It avoids the usual intensity and replaces it with grounded, genuine personal development. Each module's pacing helps prevent that burnout feeling.
That sounds like a breath of fresh air. It almost sounds like the program is designed to help you not just manifest external things, but to fundamentally transform your relationship with yourself.
Spot on. It's about a deep internal congruence where your identity, nervous system, and emotions all line up with your desires. That internal alignment is what makes the manifestation process feel calm, almost inevitable, like it's a natural outcome of your being rather than a forced effort.
Yeah, that's a radical way to approach it. So the manifestation code isn't just a program, it's a journey inward, right?
Yes, exactly. It's a journey inward into regulation, safety, and true embodiment. And if you stick with it through the 7 shifts, you essentially rebuild the way you interact with the world. It transforms manifestation from a roller coaster of desire and collapse to a steady, sustainable state of being.
That's transformative for sure.